What's going on, guys? How's it going? It's Nick here, taking another crack at Vintage Cube Draft. It's been quite a struggle for me lately. I have not had any success at all. So, I'm hoping to switch that up here and come up with a deck that's at least half decent, you know? Is that possible? Can I do it? I sure hope so. Okay, we're recording. What do I take here? I think there's like a couple good options. There's Ponder, Birds of Paradise, Mystic Confluence, Steam Vents. I don't like starting with lands anymore. I feel like I just end up light on threats. I'm looking at this Birds of Paradise because green always seems to be open, and this is a really good jumping off point. You can go in a lot of different directions with Birds of Paradise. Like, just accelerating into other things always tends to be like fairly good. There's also a Mana Vault, which is something to consider. I don't think Birds of Paradise is like the best card, but I think it's like a good angle for me to get into. There's also Mystic Confluence and Ponder. Like, I'm pretty much knowing that I'm not going to be in blue passing those cards. I'm taking Birds of Paradise. Pack one, pick one. What do we have here? Well, there's Control Magic, Grim Monolith. Lion's Eye Diamond is a bit of an unfair card. We probably can't take that here. There's Plow Under and Acidic Slime. I like those two green cards, but they're probably not the best cards in the pack. Acidic Slime is a bit underrated. Like, I kind of like this card. I don't think I can take that here, though. It's probably just Grim Monolith. This card is a big accelerating card. Lets you play, like, turn 3 Primeval Titan, stuff like that. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to take Grim Monolith. It keeps me open. It lets me play like big mana decks if I want to. And I'm probably going to get Plow Under and Acidic Slime on the wheel. I could see that happening, so I'm not risking much passing like these good blue cards because I know that I'm not playing blue in this draft based on what I passed in the first pack. Okay, so there's an Entomb. That's a very late Entomb. That doesn't really pair well with Grim Monolith, but Sundering Titan sure does. I could see taking Sundering Titan here. I think that's what I'm going to take. Passing a Snapcaster Mage, further solidifying our direction away from the color blue. I'm also passing a Chrome Mox because I don't like Chrome Mox in green decks. I think it's pretty easy to get other mana creation effects without going down a card. I'm just going to take the Sundering Titan. Okay. Interesting here. We see a Badlands, a Show and Tell, a Eureka. Ancient Grudge is actually a really good card. I think I might just be taking Ancient Grudge here. I don't think I'm missing out on much by taking an Ancient Grudge. There's a Razor Verge Thicket, but big deal. Ancient Grudge is really annoying. Like, destroying 2 artifacts is really powerful in this kind of format. I'm not sure if red is open, but it'd be the same thing as taking Bloodbraid Elf. Show and Tell's not a great card. If your opponent's doing broken things as well, it's kind of enables them. Biogenic Ooze is also not all that exciting. Okay. This is a really weird start to a draft, so I'm not exactly thrilled with where we're at, but who knows? We're trying to find our place. Like, as long as we get into the right lane, I'm happy with that. Edric is kind of enticing, but I don't want to be in blue. I just don't want to do it. I don't think that that is our lane. Stonecoil Serpent is surprisingly good. Like, it's kind of flexible. Passing up on like a Heartbeat of Spring, that's no big deal. Goblin Guide, yeah, we don't want that. I'm taking the Stonecoil Serpent, just because I don't think I have any other options there. Ooh, that's a late Elvish Mystic. And this is a really good sign. There were... Okay, let's see how many cards there are in this pack. What pick number is this? It's the 6th pick, so there were 5 players on my left that chose not to take Elvish Mystic. That's a really good sign, right? That means we might actually be in, like, a correct color. I sure hope so. That's also a late Zergo Bellstriker, but we can't do much about that. Wall of Blossoms isn't horrible. I mean, it's not great. I could see taking Bitter Blossom, but this card is bad in the late game. It's also not good in, like, a ramp deck. There's also Tezzeret, but I don't want to be playing blue. I said that a couple times. You might have heard me say that. I'm just going to take Wall of Blossoms. Okay, well, there's a Golgari Signet. This card's not bad. Same thing with Flametongue Kavu. I'm kind of high on Flametongue Kavu. Look at how late this Yawgmoth's Will is. That's impossibly late. I'm just going to take the Golgari Signet. Same with Cabal Ritual. Like, wow. These cards are late. Hero of Bladehold. A bit too late for us to take. We'll take the Copperline Gorge. That seems fine. Wow, Elspeth? That's a very late Elspeth. Same thing with Fatal Push. That card's, like, playable. I'm going to take the Elspeth. It's possible that white is the lane I'm supposed to be in. Like a green-white big stuff. Green-white mid-range, kinda. I don't want to play Giver of Runes. I don't really want to play Beast Within either. I'll speculate on this Burst Lightning. How about that? Okay. Pack Rat? I guess. Nah, I'll take Hellrider. We'll take the Goblin Guide. So it doesn't seem like we have, like, enough focus here. We're going to have to salvage this into a deck that can, like, somehow win games. Okay. The first card that sticks out to me is Karn Liberated. This card is good with Grim Monolith. Good in kind of like a dirtily big mana deck. If we take Karn, we would hope to wheel something like Mirari's Wake. I don't think I'm missing anything here. There's a Carnage Tyrant. We're going to hope to see this on the wheel. I guess we'd probably take Carnage Tyrant if it came back. But I can first pick a Karn here in that pack. That seems fine to me. Okay. Well, Ugin seems too good to pass for us. We're going to hope to pick up some more colorless mana sources and play this Eugene here. There's also a Solemn Simulacrum. I would love for that to wheel. Same thing with the other Karn. Avenger of Zendikar would be nice to come back too. But we're going to start with Ugin because I think this card can be played by more players. Like, I don't think this is ever going to wheel, so let's just pick up that card there. Okay, Devoted Druid is something. Devoted Druid can create, like, 2 mana on the 3rd turn. So you can cast something for 5. It's nice to have that extra piece of ramp. I'm hoping to wheel Sakura Tribe Elder here. Possibly a Mindslaver. Yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. But Devoted Druid is definitely the pick. Okay, well there's a Craterhoof Behemoth. That's very nice. Same thing with Llanowar Elves. I think if I take Craterhoof, there's a chance that I wheel the Llanowar Elves. As obscene as that might sound, I think it's actually possible. Craterhoof is a little bit awkward when you're playing like Planeswalkers. You know, you only really want to be playing other creatures that ramp into Craterhoof. There's a bit of anti-synergy there, so I'm not sure I'd even want to play Craterhoof Behemoth. There's a chance it doesn't even get picked up. Like, this could wheel as well. So I'm actually going to take Llanowar Elves. Just to stay like more focused within my strategy of creating mana and playing big things. I'm not sure how good Craterhoof would even be in my deck yet. Especially with all my mana rocks and stuff, so... let's just pick Llanowar Elves. Here it's between Avacyn's Pilgrim and Terastodon, I guess. I could also pivot into like a green-white deck, because ramping out an Elspeth is actually kind of nice. Like, I could pick Elspeth here and hope to wheel the Pilgrim. That seems kind of neat. I could see how that would be kind of good. I'm surprised to see Glen Elendra, like, go around that far. This card is great, and it's a blue card. But again, what are we not doing this time? We're not trying to play blue, that's right. Elspeth Sun's Champion, I think, is a bit underrated. I kind of like this card a lot. I'm going to take the Elspeth. I'm going to follow my heart there. Don't know how good it actually is. My Discord's blowing up. Well, wow, look at this Deceiver XR. Kiki-Jiki that late? What the heck is going on? What is going on with that? Okay, well, we're taking Dragonlord Atarka. Yeah, that seems fine. This card is great to ramp into. It only costs 7, so, like, we're going to be playing this on turn 5 some number of the time. Maybe turn 4 with a Grim Monolith, stuff like that. That's pretty great. I mean, I'd like to take Misty Rainforest, but we don't have, like, any certainty that we're getting a Savannah or a Taiga or anything of those sorts, so I'm taking the big mana thing. Ooh, Gaia's Cradle. Don't mind if I do. Gaia's Cradle is spectacular here. It's gonna incentivize us to play Wall of Blossoms, and like it might make that actually a playable card. That's tough to do, so we'll take the Cradle. It's not great with things like Golgari Signet or Grim Monolith, but you know, you can't have everything. Ooh, Mere Battlesphere. That seems fine. I don't think I want to play Thundermaw that bad. I'm probably just a very light red splash. I don't want to play double-costed red cards that badly. I don't really want another 7-drop, but hey, what can you do? We're a big mana deck, like, that's kind of how it goes. Sort by CMC. Wow, that's a late Splinter Twin. Very surprised to see that there. But I have to take Carnage Tyrant. I don't think I'm supposed to take Mirari's Wake, although maybe I am, right? Look, we have white cards. Maybe this is a Mirari's Wake deck. Yeah, I'm going to play Wake. Screw it. We're playing, like, Judgment Block Constructed here. Wake used to be, like, the deck back then. I actually played on Magic Online Constructed, like, back when that was a thing. That was a long time ago. Okay, Wall of Omens, maybe? Over Finale of Devastation? We'll probably play Finale of Devastation. This card is great with Mirari's Wake, and who cares if we're not playing Wall of Omens? Like, we don't need that. I could see playing Wear Tear, but we probably don't need it. We don't need any of these cards. That's fine. I'm not playing Rishadan Port, though. I will take Wear Tear. You never know. Oh, Craterhoof came back. Let's go. Let's go. We're doing it. We may not be doing it, but we're doing something. And that's more than enough for me, believe me. With the past couple of drafts, how bad they've gone, like, if I can win a couple matches, I'd be happy with that. And this deck is kind of sweet. Like, it's different. It's going to be fun to build. At least there's that. Wow, late Kiki-Jiki. That's a super late Kiki. Can I play this? I'm taking Incinerate. Well, I accidentally took Kiki-Jiki. That's how it goes. Well, we opened Power. That's always great. Mox Pearl is just going to be fantastic for us. Especially given that we want to be casting these white cards, like these double white cards that aren't easy. I was hoping to wheel that Avacyn's Pilgrim, but that didn't happen. We may not be playing these double-costed white cards. It actually seems like that's probably a likelihood here. We could maybe play Nahiri, but We're still taking Mox Pearl. I'm not sure what we're doing with our color splashes, but you always take the power when it's opened in front of you, right? Passing a Noble Hierarch. I don't love passing Noble Hierarch, guy. I would love to take that card too, but, you know, you only get so much here. Temple Garden. That seems nice. Temple Garden seems pretty good here. I'm getting closer to wishing I'd taken the Misty Rainforest. I suppose I could possibly play Sun's Champion. It's really good with Gaia's Cradle. I'm definitely taking Temple Garden here. I don't think I'm supposed to take Garruk Relentless. Am I supposed to take Garruk Relentless? It's my only 4-drop, and it makes creature tokens? Interesting. I'm going to take Temple Garden here. I'm not sure how great it is, but it might be better than Garruk Relentless. I'm just, you know, I'm speculating on that. This one's kind of difficult because it's between Karakas and Deranged Hermit. Sometimes Karakas just wins you the game. There's certain strategies like Reanimator or Through the Breach where you're just winning the game by having this. I don't think I have many busted synergies in my own deck, like say with a Venser, where Karakas becomes powerful by your own making. It would give me another white source that that's a bit better than a Plains, but I'm just going to pick Deranged Hermit. I'm playing a Gaia's Cradle deck. I need more things to ramp into that are kind of aggressive. Mirari's Wake pumps up all of my things. Like, I don't think this card is going to wheel. I mean, it might wheel. You know what? We're going to try to wheel the Hermit. We're going to try to wheel that Hermit. I'm not sure if it's happening, you know, but we're going to try to make that happen. If we could wheel the Craterhoof, like, it's possible. And Karakas is a great card. We're getting closer to where we can possibly play our double-costed white cards. Like, we have a Birds of Paradise, Mox Pearl, Temple Garden. Like, it's possible. It's getting closer. I guess we could maybe play Inspiring Vantage. It's either that or Green Sun Zenith. I think I'm supposed to take Green Sun Zenith because it's extremely flexible. It's a 2-mana accelerant. It's also, like, any green card in my deck. Maybe I wheel the Woodfall Primus. Yeah, that seems best. Not too much for us here. Hollowed Fountain is looking pretty good. I think it's just an Oblivion Ring. It's the only 3-drop I have. Not a card I really want to ramp into, but I'm not playing Uro. And I'm not playing blue, right? So, yeah, looks like it has to be an Oblivion Ring. Can't cast Luca. Kind of just a brick pack for us. It's a late counterspell for sure. Again, this is kind of a brick for us, and I'm a bit concerned because I was hoping to see more green flowing. Could certainly take a Bayou, but I don't have a reason to. Fairgrounds Warden is a bad Magic card. Let's take Hangerback Walker. Yes, that's the pick. Hangerback Walker. It's staring me in the face. I don't know what took me so long. Hangerback is fine. Ooh, okay. Well, these are very late blue cards. So surprising to see Miscalc that late. This card is good. I don't know how it's not taken. I'm going to take Banefire, I think. Maybe I'm taking Banefire? We'll take a Sun Titan. Yeah, I'll take Sun Titan. This card isn't great, but it's something. It's something. Now, this one is like a really tough pick, but I don't think it's actually that hard. I'm taking Oracle of Moldiah. This card is great, but look at everything here for us. There's a Gruul Signet that we would want and would play. There's an Armageddon. Wow, Armageddon would be great here. This deck looks fantastic with Armageddon, but Oracle of Moldiah is just fantastic. This card is amazing. It's like the only 4-drop that I would have in my deck, and good God, I just can't pass this card. I'm not getting anything back, so I'm saying goodbye to the Gruul Signet and the Armageddon, but what can you do? Like, some cards you simply have to take, and that was one of them. Containment Priest is good in certain matchups, so it's a fine sideboard card. Not much here. I guess there's Mishra's Workshop, right? We're not really a workshop deck as much as we would like to be, but there's nothing else there for us. Bazaar of Baghdad. I used to own one of these cards. Like, I don't know what I like sold this for or traded it away, but I remember trading like half my collection for one of these. Back when World Gorger Dragon was like a thing. I guess I'll take Tanglewire. I'll take Baneslayer Angel. We did not wheel cards that we hoped we would. And this deck is a little wonky. I'm not gonna lie. This deck is a little bit wonky. I'm feeling like a wonky donkey. Drafting Vintage Cube. This format just kind of eludes me. I'm not sure what I should be doing. Like, it's tough to read the table and to be able to like shift into what's flowing. Like, I'll wheel a Craterhoof Behemoth. I don't know. That's not a terrible place to start. Like, you know, talking about like why I suck at Vintage Cube. It's just kind of tough. Like, I feel like I'm not where I should be as far as like my strategy in drafting it. I don't really know what's going on yet, but I guess you got to learn like trial and error sometimes. Feels more like trial by fire with me, but let's sort our cards out here. This deck isn't terrible. Like, it'll probably win one match, but I don't think it's going 2-1. And I'm going to need to run a fair number of white sources in order to support things like Elspeth. Like, I don't think I should really be playing that card. We're definitely playing Hangerback Walker. I think we're playing Finale of Devastation. That seems like a concession I'm going to have to make. I don't think I want to play Ancient Grudge in the main deck. With 4 lands already, I'm probably playing something like 17 lands, just given that I have so many big things and a lot of mana sources. Let's sort by CMC, and then we'll group the creatures separately. Okay. Just trying to sort this so I can kind of see what I'm working with here. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3 white sources. Birds of Paradise counts as 1. Yeah, it appears that I'm somewhat light on playables. Never where you want to be. I can support Dragonlord Atarka by simply playing Birds of Paradise, Copperline Gorge, and probably one mountain. So let's add that one mountain in because we know we want to play that card. We probably have to. Okay, so we're going to play 3 red sources for 1 red card. Seems fun. So as far as white cards, what do we really have? There's an O-Ring. Like, I can't really support Elspeth Sun's Champion, much as I wish I could. Certainly wish I could. I'm toying with the idea of playing, like, Nahiri, Ancient Grudge. Like, both double white cards. And, like, a good number of islands. I mean, not islands. Plains and mountains. Jeez, I just don't have enough cards like that that are playable here. Let's see. Not counting the mocks, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 cards that wouldn't be lands. I need to come up with like 24 or 23. So I need like 3 more cards to put into the main deck. I could add like... I could add something like... Elspeth, and Baneslayer, and play like a good number of planes. I think I would need like 7 white sources in this formation though, so that would be 4 more planes. Yep, that's what it recommends. Oop. Got to combine the groups here. Okay. 15 lands? No, we need 1 more. So how many white sources is this? Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus Birds of Paradise is 8. That's probably okay. How many green sources do I have for all of my green 1-drops? That's a good question. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Yeah, we need another forest in here. Definitely a forest is the next card. And I guess, is this the deck? No, we probably want... I'm going to cut the Hangerback Walker. And instead, we're going to play a 17th land. Definitely a forest. And we're going to run it like this. Let's put the Mox there. I could play something like Sun Titan instead of Baneslayer Angel, but I like the idea of ramping into Baneslayer Angel. There's a chance that's going to win me games against, like, aggressive matchups. Where I'm playing against, like, Mono Red or something. Along those lines. Craterhoof Behemoth is, like, kind of neat with Elspeth's, because I'll make a bunch of tokens and then play Craterhoof. You know, there's some synergy there. I have a single answer in Oblivion Ring. This deck is kind of sloppy, like, it's a bit scrappy, but I don't hate it. I've got 3 red sources for a Dragonlord Atarka. That might be bad, like, maybe I should cut Dragonlord Atarka, cut the Mountain, cut the Copperline Gorge, and play Sun Titan. That seems like it would be much, much better for consistency's sake. I could just add a Plains here. Now I have how many white sources? Yeah, that's actually much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with Karakas. Yeah, that's much, much better. Wow, I'm glad I looked at that and saw that. Yeah, green-white Mirari's Wake. Maybe we can win 2 matches with this deck. That would be the goal. Wow, Vintage Cube is tough. This is a format that just eludes me, like I said. I had so much success in like Modern Cube. I have not gotten a single trophy in Vintage Cube. Yet. This might be the one. Who the heck knows? If you guys like this video, hit the like button. That would mean so much to me. I hope to come back with some more draft content. If you are here for classic WoW content, I'm also coming back with that. So maybe subscribe. That would mean even more. So for now, I'm just gonna say thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.